Hello, everybody. I am DJ Leandro. Welcome back to the DJ Leandro Music YouTube channel. And in this Cubase tutorial, we're going to be talking about send and insert effects and how to use them and what's the difference between the two of them. Okay, so before we get started, let me just show you exactly where insert and send effects are. We'll go to our edit channel settings here. And once we click here, this is your edit channel setting. And as you can see on the left, here is our insert effects where we can add whatever we want, reverb, compression, delay, whatever you want will go here. So as we click here, we can add what we want. And then on the right-hand side, this is our send. Now, it works a lot differently with regards to inserts, because as you can see, once we click here, you don't have any options as we did with the inserts. Okay, so let's have a listen to the track that we're going to be working with within this tutorial, which is a vocal. Let's have a listen now.
Bring my heart again, don't you start again.
So as you can hear, it's a nice dry vocal. So we're now going to add a reverb on top of it so you can hear what that sounds like. So this is the reverb that I'm using. Let's have a listen again to the vocal.
Bring my heart again, don't you start again.
All right, now as you can hear, there's a whole bunch of reverb on it. It's quite aggressive. It's also taken away a little bit from the track, in this case, this vocal. So what that technically means is that we've added an insert, that it is directly affecting the track. It is right on top of it, no matter what we are adding here. What the send effect does is that the track will be played, and then the effect that we are sending to it is underneath it. So in other words, what we're going to do right now, we're going to add a reverb send effect so you can hear the difference between the two. And how do we do that? Very easy. You'll right click here. You'll then go to add effects track, as you can see, which is this option here. You will then choose your effect. In this case, it's going to be my reverb, which is round. And we're going to call this vocal reverb. And then you'll click add track. And then here is your effects track, as you can see here, with your effect that you have added. In this case, it is our reverb. Okay. Now, with regards to reverb that we are using as a send effect, what we don't want is to add any of the dry signal, because we already have the dry signal from the vocal. What we want is just pure wet with regards to reverb. So no matter what reverb you're using, make sure it is wet. In this case, we're going to turn this dial here all the way to the right. And then we're going to go back to our vocal channel that we have here. We'll then go to the edit option settings. And then as you can see here where sends, before when we clicked, there was nothing there. We now have the option which says vocal reverb. You'll then click that. And then automatically it's going to be turned off. As you can see, it's grayed out. To turn it on, you can click this button here. And then usually it'll be at 0.0. This is the gain of the effects channel being sent into the vocal channel. So now, even though we have it at 100%, I want you to hear what it sounds like now.
Bring my heart again, don't you start again.
Okay, it sounds slightly better, but again, it's still very, very aggressive and it's still a lot of reverb there. What we can do is now we can actually turn down the gain, or if we want, because our effects channel has its own volume, we can actually adjust the volume. So I'm going to show you that now if we play the vocal.
Bring my heart again, don't you start again.
As you can see now, much, much, much better. And another thing that we can do, because again, we have our own effects channel, we can actually even EQ if we want. So now let's do some
Bring my
EQ.
heart again, don't you start again.
One more time.
Bring my heart again, don't you start again.
There we go. As you can hear, it's now much better. We're getting a whole bunch of reverb, but without taking away from the vocal, which is awesome. Now, you don't have to do it just with reverb. We can do it with anything. We can do, for argument's sake, let's do it with a delay. So we'll do the same with the delay if we want, and we'll call this delay. There we go. And now again, as mentioned before, we'll go to our vocal channel, go to our send, we'll add our delay, turn it on. Let's have a listen now.
Break my heart again. Don't just do it again.
There we go. So we can do that. Now, an also awesome feature with regards to a send effect is that we can actually sidechain the effects channel from the vocal. So very simple. What we're going to do is in this case, I'm going to put the volume a little bit up on the reverb. We will then take each of our inserts from our channel, we'll drop them to make more room. And then what we're going to do is we will add a compressor and we'll activate the sidechain, add it to our vocal. And now our effects channel is going to be sidechained by the vocal. Now, let's have a listen to what that's going to sound like now. I'm just going to do some extreme options here so we can have a listen to what it sounds like.
Break my heart again. Don't just do it again.
One more time.
Break my heart again. Don't just do it again.
As you can hear, so we've got a lot more tail of the reverb because it's coming more after the sidechain. If you want, you can even add the compressor after we've added the effects. So let's have a listen one more time.
Break my heart again. Don't just do it again.
As you can hear, we've got more creative effects that we can work with our sidechain, which can only be done as a send effect. So if we want, I'm going to show you one last time. Let's do with a delay. Now we've added our delay. Let me just adjust a couple of these settings here. Let's have a listen to what this sounds like now.
Break my heart again. Don't just do it again.
As you can hear, once the vocal is playing, everything is being sidechained, and then once the vocal stops, everything's being sent back. So there's a lot of cool things that you could do with this as a send effect as opposed to an insert effect. Insert effects, again, everything is purely subjective. You don't have to do it. If you want to add a lot of reverb on your vocal, if you're trying to create a cool vocal effect, by all means do it. This is just one way that's going to make your vocal stand a little bit better out. But again, you don't have to use this just with vocals. This is just a simple example. You could use it with your drums, with percussions, with piano, with lead synths, whatever you like, you can use this. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it's going to help you within your productions. If you liked it, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, I'll catch you at the next one.